Oh my god, I can't believe we're recording another episode of this fucking tripe. Hello there, I'm Barely Breathing Reviews and I'm drinking port. This is episode 4, I believe, of the Barely Banter podcast, and as always, I'm joined by Scott.
Hello. I hope you all had a good Christmas and all, and I'm sitting here drinking a Ranger Bloom. Again. Like every other week. And as we have every other week, hello Claire.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm drinking Sainsbury's Premium Continental Lager.
Splash out, why don't you?
Premium. Holy shit.
I mean, I feel premium right now.
We've all seen Star Wars, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
My review of it went up on Boxing Day. It's had some positive feedback, which was nice. So I'm going to take a back seat, because everyone knows what I think about it, and ask what you two thought about it.
I went to go and see it with him twice. On the Friday, and then again on the Saturday. And it was alright. Wasn't that good? It was alright.
There was a serious lack of plot for me.
The plot was to copy a completely other film.
Well, yeah, because they were just a mashup of the two other films.
Yeah, Jedi and New Hope was the ones that I compared it to in the review.
Don't get me wrong, there were a lot of things that I really liked about this film. Like, the debris from the war, particularly, I found that really, really good. Because it would still be like that, wouldn't it? And people would scavenge off of it and try and make shit from that. So I really liked that.
It reminded me of Pacific Rim, where they make houses and clubs out of the kaiju corpses, and they sell some of the organs and stuff on the black market, because some of them are amazing drugs that get you really fucked up. Some can do other things, and anyway.
I am watching that tomorrow, so...
It took me over 2.5 minutes to mention Pacific Rim. I'm slacking.
You are. I'm disappointed in you right now.
But no, I like the little nods to the film of, like, of course, had to be done was the front with the whole writing going across, panning down. If they messed that up, it's fucked up from the beginning.
Yeah, it's classic. It started in a very classic way, didn't it? Like, following the format of all the other films.
It's getting a lot of positive reviews. I think I'm probably the only one who gave it average review at best. Looking at it like that, it's just when I was writing it, I was like, whoa, this isn't actually a positive review overall. It's quite negative and it doesn't really praise it in any way, and I was quite surprised by that. Then looked at other people's reviews and everyone was like, this is amazing, this is amazing. We almost forgive the prequels because of this movie now. I'm like, no. It was purely fueled by nostalgia.
Yes,
and it
was. There was too many. I mean, I really like it when they do a little nod back to the originals, but there was far too many in this.
But the ones that were, it's blatantly in your face. Some of them ones weren't as much. Like, do you know the little ball that Luke trained with?
The white one that kept
they didn't really
him,
put that too much into it, but that's the same one when he was pulling it out of the bag.
Yet they used the same plot, which is not a little Easter egg, that is just lazy writing.
Copy-paste.
Yeah, copy-paste. I'm surprised
Edit.
Basically what I did, to make sure I don't piss off any hardcore Star Wars fans, I'm essentially going to make a HD version of A New Hope and Return of the Jedi and just mash it into a 2-hour-long film.
What was he saying, sorry, Claire?
Yeah, some of the little Easter eggs, like when they were hiding in the storage of the Millennium Falcon. What else was there? There was also the cave scene as well,
yes.
when like the trippy cave scene. They did that again, which wasn't really necessary, was it? But, why not? I found that a bit cheesy, I don't know why. It just didn't sit very well.
There was more discreet Easter eggs as well. Like, I think it was within the opening minute you saw, I don't know what the thing's called, the little black floor droid. Yeah.
Oh, the little oblongy one.
Yeah, the thing that looks like an upturned lunchbox, basically.
Yeah, that one.
That was almost immediate. That came on, which was nice. I will admit, I smiled. I was like,
I like some of the ones that they brought in which seemed a bit more realistic, like the flying parts and all.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite nice. I did like that bit, and again, because it's that type of view they show.
Like when they use more or less the same bar scene.
Yeah.
What's that bar called?
The name of the person's Maz, who owns it. Who reminded me of Yoda in so many ways.
And when we was actually, when he was doing this, we watched the Star Wars. And Joe thinks he actually saw Maz figure in the Anakin's room when he was packing up. And there was a little figure, like all one colour, it's like a creamy colour. And it actually did look like Maz with the glasses and everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So we were wondering if that is actually...
I love Gwendolyn Christie in it, though. She wasn't in it for long enough.
The Boba Fett of the new film.
Yeah. But I particularly liked her stormtrooper suit, mostly because it didn't adhere to a gender binary at all.
No.
Like, little boys could dress up as it, little girls could, and it wouldn't matter. That's one thing that she said as well, that she really liked about her overall look.
It was a gender-neutral suit, and I love the cape.
Oh, yeah, because it's
Yeah, the
flat-chested, isn't it? It's just completely flat like the normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, like, the typical female in tin armour shit is, like, the massive cone tits. Like, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
And it's, like, so accentuated and it's so unnecessary. And that's what I really liked about her stormtrooper suit. It was literally just a bigger, grey version of it.
There's a few cameos in there. Simon Pegg was in it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
He played the junkyard dealer. Unkar Plutt was his name. You know, the guy who was giving out the food portions for whatever they could scavenge.
Oh, was that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Simon Pegg.
in
No
a big
way.
suit.
They also had in Daniel Craig. He played the stormtrooper that got mind controlled by Rey to release her and drop his gun.
She reminded me of Keira Knightley.
Yes, a young Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
Who was in The Phantom Menace, of course. Played the decoy queen. The
Oh.
decoy Amidala, I call it. Warwick Davis was in it.
I didn't know, so I never really looked out.
He was just in the background at Maz's bar. He was also in The Phantom Menace. He was in the pod racing
Yeah.
crowd on Tatooine.
He was just with the normal common folk. That is when Anakin's pod racer didn't start, and they were just watching him there, they're just cheering it on. Just chilling.
Cotching in the background.
Yeah, he wasn't in an outfit. It was just him in a wig, bit of makeup on here and there.
Cool. Another thing which I thought was pretty clever, so hats off to J.J. Abrams here. You know Finn, Stormtrooper?
Yeah.
His code name is FN2187.
Hmm.
So do you remember back in A New Hope when Leia is captured by the Galactic
yeah.
Empire?
I know
Yeah.
who it
She's
is.
held captive, right? When Luke and Han go to rescue her, Han says, what cell number is she? Her cell number is 2187. So that's
Little Easter egg.
yeah, I thought that was just a nice little touch. So that's an example of another subtle one.
Yeah. I like the subtle ones, they're so much nicer.
Yeah.
Do you know that when Kylo took off his helmet and put it in that tray, that's Anakin Skywalker's ashes?
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, gross.
It is pretty gross.
That is gross. Why would you want that on your face? Essentially, that's a giant powder pad, isn't it? Like,
maybe it helps, like...
He uses it to chalk up his hands just before a lightsaber fight or something.
Yeah. But, like, touch up his blush.
I think it was yesterday it broke the $1 billion mark. So after 12 days of being released.
Wow.
In tickets alone, this is.
Not even merchandise,
No,
nothing
just
else.
tickets. Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm not even slightly surprised.
No, Disney must be very happy with their choice.
Yeah. Anyway, moving slightly on, I suppose. Episode 8 script is apparently that good that J.J. Abrams himself wishes that he was directing it.
Is it not J.J. Abrams next?
No, it's a man called Ryan Johnson. Directed Looper and a few Breaking Bad episodes. That's all I know that he's done, to be honest. But yeah, apparently the script is that good that J.J. Abrams wishes he was returning. I think he's working as an executive producer or something like that, but he's not directing it. But that thing's not out till 2017, I don't think, because we get Rogue One next year. But yeah, it's completely unrelated to The Force Awakens and where we are in the timeline now. I think it's around about when the Galactic Empire was still going, because I read briefly on the premise to it. There's plans about the Death Star that have been mentioned, so I don't think it's going to be a new Death Star. I think it's the old Death Star, especially if the Galactic Empire is still kicking around, because they were wiped out in Return of the Jedi. So it'll be interesting to see that.
When is the Empire going to finally realise that stormtroopers are simply not an effective military strategy?
What would you suggest instead?
An army of Pookies.
Wow.
Which you need to help go get Swifty.
An army of minions, maybe. Anyway, returning for episode 8, well, predictably enough, we have Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher.
Apparently she was really difficult to work with. Like, she was meant to be in it a lot more, but because of just how she is on set, like, they just couldn't work with her.
Bloody
So a
hell.
lot of it got cut.
Is she not grateful for the paycheck?
Maybe not.
No.
But did you see any of her interviews? The woman is batshit crazy.
No?
Like, she's proper off the wall. She's really entertaining to watch.
Well, famously, she was on coke for most of the original trilogy.
Yes, that's
So-
probably why she stayed so skinny.
Yeah. Well, Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca. Obviously, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah.
Lupita Nyong, who played Maz, so obviously she made it from the battle. Adam Driver, Kylo Ren's returning. But...
Oh, he looks like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, doesn't he?
Yeah.
From Changing Rooms. Fucking MDF everywhere. This Death Star is far too drab.
Maybe that's why he got pissed off and destroyed that machine. I didn't ask for metal, I asked for MDF. Redo. That's why he's so fucked off.
Give me some soft furnishings, something, frill, anything. He did though, didn't he? He looks just like...
He does, honestly. But I just think the character that played him was awful. I did not like it. When he took off that helmet, I was just thinking, the guy just looks like a twat.
I think the reveal was too early. And he wasn't a strong enough character.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
He wasn't a strong enough
He was
character.
such a shit character, to be honest.
The mask had a lot more screen presence than he did. I mentioned it in the review that the minute he took his mask off, he lost everything.
Yeah.
Like all the intimidation, the impactful dialogue, the lack of humanity because you couldn't see his expressions. But a completely different character in Kylo Ren's clothes.
Definitely. And the outfit is sick as well, isn't it?
Oh, I
it
love
looks
it.
so good.
I love that that's a coat.
Yeah.
It was a good outfit, good mask.
It was a great mask.
But anyway, returning for episode 8, this has raised a few questions, is Harrison Ford
What?
Han Solo. I think he's going to be a ghost in it, guiding Rey or guiding Poe.
No, it'll just be like a nostalgic flashback, won't it?
Nothing's been said.
Maybe?
I don't know.
He can't have survived that fall.
No.
Who's to say there wasn't something down there to protect him? Or it's just one of those things they'll probably end up just throwing in. If they want to throw it in, they'll think of anything.
Yeah, it would be explainable, but disappointing if he was
Maybe
alive.
hit another tube like Luke did and just slid out.
Or he just landed on a passing X-Wing, which would have killed him anyway.
It was a bit of a fall, wasn't it?
I saw it coming so far away that I predicted it in September. Yeah,
That's true, you did. Nailed it there, man.
It needed to happen. One of the old cast members in that trilogy needed to die.
We'd said that previously, hadn't we, in the podcast, that he needed to do something dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone's talking about Star Wars right now. If you haven't seen my review, why haven't you seen my review? I'll put a link in the description for it. Yeah, everyone's going to be talking about it for months. I really don't have much more to say about it. So, yeah.
Dramatic. How American did I sense out then? Dramatic. It's because I've just been watching Jennifer Lawrence on YouTube and, she just sings to me. Another thing that sings to me is the Twin Peaks trailer. It's 50 seconds long. It's a new Showtime video, which launched the new official Twin Peaks YouTube page on December 18th. It features an unveiling of the town's welcome sign and a few surprises and stuff. Cue some waterfall footage and Angelo Badalamenti's haunting theme song from the original Twin Peaks.
It was a very good piece of music. I enjoyed listening to it.
It's really lovely. It's so haunting and creepy. It really suits the series. Lots of panoramic shots of the town, etc. And at the end of the video, we see a shadowy figure who looks like he's trying to escape like a dust storm or something. Like it's all smoky and shit. So I want to know who this guy is. Like, could that be Agent Cooper trapped between dimensions? Or is this a brand new character that we haven't met yet? Like, I want to know who this guy is. That was such a good teaser trailer.
So the only way that your questions will be answered is by watching the actual series.
Exactly. Yeah, and there is another extended one, which is just typical Lynch style. Creepy theme, Laura Palmer, the Red Room, like random shit happening, not giving anything away. Both trailers, complete clip tease. I am so excited this season.
Well, let's just hope they don't start putting out other trailers that give way too much away and ruin it.
Exactly, they don't need to do anything more.
And that's what the Star Wars should have done in the first place,
yes,
which it didn't. Then kept putting too much of the trailers out and messed it up. So let's hope they don't fuck up the trailers.
Exactly, like, I don't want to see any more Showtime. Leave it there. You've got my click kicking off. I don't need any more. I will be watching this.
I'm actually intrigued to watch the first season. I haven't seen it now after just watching the trailer for the second.
Do it. I think it's on Netflix now.
Makes me think a little bit like American Horror Stories.
So trippy. I love it. It was so good. I'm very excited. They've been keeping a lot of it under wraps as well. They haven't been giving too much away or anything.
I can't remember, was it not going to be released within the 25 years? Is it the year after? Because I remember they said when they brought it up once, they were going to release it the same amount of time out as it was, well, they mentioned in the actual TV series itself.
Yeah, that was it. It was meant to be 25 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was due 2016, but it's widely acknowledged it will be released the following year in 2017. That's what people are generally saying. They'll probably just ignore it, to be fair. Like, I think if it was going to be bang on the 25 years, they'd make a big thing about it because it's a little bit late.
Unless it's all secretive.
Well, yeah, it's not like Lynch does anything that isn't, like, wrapped in mystery, so he probably has some kind of, like, dark, seedy reason, which I do not want to know. I would probably be better off not knowing that, like, as a person.
Another thing set to be released in 2017 is the Avatar sequel.
Oh.
I didn't really enjoy it that much.
I thought it was good. I thought it was one big, long Greenpeace advert.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pandas.
I like Sigourney Weaver in it. I like her as an actor in general. But the film didn't really enjoy. It's a bit long.
It was very long.
Very long.
And, like, the weird sex scene. Oh,
Yeah.
it could have done without that. I feel like that's just some kind of, like, editor's way of getting off. Like, some poor guy who had been editing this, what he feels like a lifetime, thought, you know what, I'm going to take the night off and make myself some fucking freaky blue people porn. And then it accidentally makes it to the film. That's what that looked like to me.
It was no accident.
It looks like it was, though, to me. Like, that wasn't intended for the final cut. But, you know, because he was too exhausted from the gigantic wank he had over it. He passed out and released the film as is.
What confuses me the most about this release date is they haven't actually started filming it yet.
How do they know how long it's going to be, then?
They commenced filming in January 2016. The first one, they began filming in April 2007, and it eventually didn't get released until late December 2009. So yeah, I don't know why James Cameron's under the impression that without even beginning filming, he can release the film and edit it in just under 2 years.
That's going to be fucking pushing it, man.
It's ambitious, but since the first one, technology has moved on a fair bit. It'll probably not take as long.
They're not starting from scratch. A few things have been completed. They've done the design work, they've done the set construction. The script hasn't been completed yet, but it's almost finished, quote unquote. They've finished all the creature and landscape designs. They've designed a new world within the world of Pandora. But yeah, writing's ongoing. Basically, all the technical development side of it is done.
That doesn't sound like a lot to be giving out such a precise release date to me.
If he's going to do it, it's either going to be really shit.
Yeah. I feel like already this is going to be one of those that relies on the CGI.
I can feel the Hobbit thing coming again.
And I
oh, it's brewing, man, it's brewing.
I watched the Battle of Five Armies last night and it's not aged well.
Let's not even get me started because
I
we
think it's
all
too
know.
late for
I'm getting angry, man. Getting riled. No, let's just leave that there.
I'm definitely going to watch it. Whether I'll review it or not will depend on how similar it is to the original, I guess.
I probably won't watch it, to be honest. Michelle Rodriguez was probably the only reason why I watched the first one. I know, right? Very talented actress. I enjoy watching her.
But it's James Cameron. The film's going to be delayed anyway because James Cameron, basically.
He throws around his concepts and then puts it together after.
He'll throw a release date before he throws around.
Yeah, I'm releasing this next year. What is it? Don't know yet. Don't know. But it's going to be great.
Baby steps. Calm down. Don't hound me.
Takes creative vision, man. Another thing that takes creative vision. You guys are going to love this. Weatherspoon's drone pint delivery.
What?
Mind blown. Yeah, keen to keep up with cutting edge technology. What the idea is that customers will order drinks and food on a special app and then catch their order. Yes! Imagine it launching this shit. It's a hot plate! Like, shit. Yeah, then catch their order when a drone buzzing overhead releases its boozy payload. Like, catch. Food and drink.
Go long, motherfucker.
Wait,
Actually,
imagine dropping like 5 pints at once, it hits you in the fucking face because you're pissed already. You're like, oh shit.
Do you happen to know if they've got minimum or maximum order limit?
I don't think they've thought of it that far ahead.
These were just pissheads at one night, weren't they? They're
Drones,
just like...
though.
I know, this sounds like some kind of drunken conversation that they had and thought, you know what, yes, put that out right now.
I'm envisioning some like Star Wars shit to be coming out, you know, like Darth Maul deployed when he was on Tatooine scanning for the Jedi, like something like that.
Yeah, some crazy shit. Spokesman from Weatherspoon said that obviously there are still some minor details to work out.
Like how the hell we're gonna pull this shit off?
This guy is like ambitious, like optimist of the year, this guy. Such as lawsuits from people being covered in broken glass, beer and piping hot curry when they fail to catch their order, but the technology is here and must be embraced at any cost, regardless of what common sense suggests. That's what the spokesman said.
I respect every word of that, to be honest.
Give this guy a promotion.
At least he's basically saying, like, there's a giant chance this whole thing will fail. I mean, you're going to get drunk people, or even sober people, trying to catch these drones and just have them for themselves.
Well, Enrique Iglesias tried to catch a drone when he was on stage and fucking cut his hand.
I've actually seen a picture of an eagle just standing on top of one, on the floor, pecking at it.
Does he have any prototypes or mock-ups, blueprints, anything of what this drone is going to look like?
Oh yeah, get this. Hang on, let me Google this for you. It's delicious. There it is. I mean, to me that looks pretty flimsy.
It looks like
It's carrying 1 pint.
It's carrying 1 pint. I don't see how it could carry around for us.
We'll put a picture of it on screen right now, just so you know what we're talking about.
It looks pretty sick. But imagine being underneath this thing when it's flying over. You're gonna get like shit spilt on you, and why would you want that?
Is there going to be just a guy standing at the pub with a camera on it?
No, it might be automatically set out and they click a number and that drone would automatically just go to it.
Go to the
Preset table,
number.
because the tables won't move, so they can pre-program, so to speak.
Yeah, pure hilarity. I really hope that they do it, because how funny would that be? That would be so cool, having your pint delivered to you by drone.
What do you think? There's like beeps or flashes to say sit back while it puts it down. How far would you have to go back if you should have put it in front of you?
They're going to crash into each other.
It wouldn't
as well.
land and drop it at you. It drops it on you.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
have to catch it. It doesn't just lay it on the table all nice and neat. It drops it from itself and you have to catch it.
It's a wet glass majority of the time due to the fact of condensation.
Do you really think that pint is going to fall dead straight every time?
How lazy have people got to be that someone's thought of this for a pub?
And it's passed as a prototype as well.
Demanding.
So someone's greenlit this fucking thing.
Yeah, this would have gone through so much paperwork that had been approved.
No, it didn't. It was wrote on the back of a beer mat and you know it.
It wrote in the back of a Rizzler.
Yeah. That's brilliant. I can't wait. I hope it happens. I
I
really,
really
do.
want it to happen.
I'm going to try it. Of course, everyone's going to try it
Oh,
at least
God,
once, maybe twice.
What they do is they'll just probably just send it anyway. That would be weird.
It would be brilliant. I'm looking forward to that.
But how does that make it quicker then? If the person's still going to pour the pint and they're in front of you, why don't you just give them the fucking pint?
I think it's just a gimmick, to be honest, Scott.
Yeah, like the app, you order it while you're sitting at your table. It's like table service, but instead of getting a person, you get your drink thrown at you by a robot. This spokesman is on crack, by the way.
Okay.
Like, for sure.
You didn't have to say that, we kind of all assumed.
But what I'm assuming is that you would probably have to buy the app, because drones and shit are expensive. This kind of technology would have cost them a lot.
They're not as expensive as most people think, because they're so common and people use them out there. To be honest, all you'd need to do is buy a kit, so to speak, and the programs are practically out there, and some of them come with pre-programmed ones where you just basically get it to do simply by using an actual like screen itself. But other than that, they'll probably just pay a third party to set it up and just keep an eye on it. So it probably wouldn't be as expensive as it is. Drones aren't. You can get like small ones for like 30 quid and all that, do little tricks and everything, and the higher they go up, the more expensive is mainly just because you just want to fly them outside.
We should get one. We should try this ourselves. We could be those people delivering you your
But
Wetherspoons
better
drone.
way, not
Yeah.
dropping it on you.
Hopefully not dropping it on you. Making
We
some
could
kind
put
of...
little parachutes on them.
We could.
So the
That'd be
pint floats
cute.
down.
And then you could use the little parachute as a beer mat.
Yeah.
I'm loving that idea, that's excellent. Or to use it as a hanky to wipe yourself down after you've spilt it fucking everywhere.
Or just big enough tables that it can perfectly go down each time without hitting any food, any drinks or anything around it, and putting it in the centre of the table a little bit more sensible. And then someone moves it.
You say it's not going to be that expensive. I've just done a bit of research. You know that there are 956 Wetherspoons in this country.
Oh, that's a fair few.
I don't know if there are any abroad.
I'm assuming they'll only pick the busiest ones at first and work out from that.
Yeah,
Not-
they probably trial like 2 or 3.
Mm.
Like London, Manchester.
And if not, they've just got a load of fun toys to play with afterwards.
I mean, this sounds like a sound investment.
They should get 2.
They should.
The thing is as well, you've got to think of the roof as well. Don't forget, they're going to be moving back and forth. They can't make sure they don't hit each other.
Oh, they'll hit each other. We'll play a drinking game out of it, probably.
Yeah, I could just imagine smashing. The glass is smashed, glass everywhere, they fall down on people.
And you can guarantee that some drunk twat, probably me, will be trying to reach some other poor bastard's pint to, like, fight the bastard drone for it.
Whacking it with your bag or something.
Yeah.
Probably
Fucking
you
wanker.
saying there's a chance it wouldn't be here.
Indiana Jones style, there's me, like, on this fucking drone being wanged about. Hey, where'd Claire go?
More than anything, it would be better if they just did the opposite. They come to you, you give them like a glass or something, and then they take it away.
Here's a fucking idea. Walk to the bar and order your drink and walk back to your seat.
And hire a glass collector.
I mean, I don't think I invented walking, but I'm pretty sure that that's a good, efficient way to get your drink without causing some sort of fatal injury. But I want it to happen.
I want it to happen. We all want this.
I can't think why they'd need these drones in the pub. The only reason I can think is exploiting laziness. If I'm brutally honest, I mean, why would you need that? Unless you can't physically get to the bar, or unless you're getting sucked off and you need a drink, then yes, you definitely need a drone to come to your table. So
I need that at
you
home.
can come under the table, you know, or maybe if the bar was holy shit busy and you would just, you know, fuck that queue, unless...
Release the drone.
Release the drone. Unless it's a priority thing, then drones get served first. Then I can kind of see the appeal to it.
It seems like they're taking away people's jobs. Like, if this drone thing really does kick off, which I hope it does, on one hand it's great that we can advance in technology, but on the other hand it's a shame. Like the self-service checkouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, every self-service checkout is one less person having the opportunity for a job.
Mm-hmm. And if they're going to work like the self-service checkouts there, they're going to be shit.
Yeah, you see. Unexpected item on drone.
What about then if someone's ordering alcohol? How do they ID them? Could be a kid on an app, so what? Does the drone come up and go, how old are you? 18, he's 6-year-old sitting there just drinking a pint casually. Fuck it, why not? You know, how the fuck are they actually going to do that? Unless someone comes to your table to then okay it because they've seen you at the table, then what?
Well, then at that point you might as well just get waitress service
Exactly.
instead of the drone.
Yeah, I think this spokesman would be very disappointed that we're thinking about it so much and not just going, that's a fucking incredible idea. Do
I'm
that.
certain he's listening, and if you are, don't ignore us completely. I really want you to make this happen.
Make it happen, man. It's going to be hilarious. Cared more about that when we did Star Wars.
Yes, such an anticlimactic experience for me.
Not like this drone.
No. This drone will not disappoint unless J.J. Abrams is making it. Yeah, I love how we barely talked about Star Wars in the opening section of the podcast, and considering for several episodes we've been talking about it now. It just goes to show how deflated the whole experience was. Overall, I was really disappointed. I kind of expected to be disappointed, but not that disappointed. Episode 8's meant to be amazing, so fingers crossed for that. But yeah, it was, as I said in the review, it was serviceable. It was adequate. It'll do. It was played safe.
Not like this drone.
Not like the drone. No.
That shit ain't been played
That
safe.
turns up with a hell of a lot of lawsuits nailed to it.
Delivered by drone.
Anyway, in a mildly related topic, Kurt Russell has been asked to play Star-Lord's father in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Really?
Yeah. James Gunn has asked him to do it, who directed the first movie, and he's returning to direct this one. Has asked Kurt Russell to play Star-Lord's father in the sequel. Well, he hasn't said yes and he hasn't said no. He hasn't seen the first film and he hasn't read the script for the second one either.
Mm.
So after he's done those, he's going to make his decision.
Is Chris Pratt going to be in it again?
Yeah. They've all signed up for a sequel.
And Karen Gillan.
All of them.
Yeah, Karen Gillan played Nebula.
She's confirmed to be in the sequel as well.
Oh, that's exciting.
Filming begins in February 2016. It's due to be released in May 2017, which should be good. Can't wait to see it. Really good movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. Came second in my best of 2014. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it recently because you wouldn't stop going on about it to me. Found out that I hadn't seen it, didn't you?
Are you glad that you've seen it?
Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I particularly liked the tree. Groot.
Do you know who
Fucking
voiced
love
him? I know
Wasn't
you
it
did.
Vin Diesel?
It was Vin Diesel. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I love Groot. He's my fave.
Bradley Cooper voiced Rocket.
Yes, yeah.
Rob Zombie was in that movie.
Oh yeah, he did a voice, didn't he?
Yep, the Ravager Navigator. After much researching, I couldn't actually have an image of him. It was involved in the prison scene somewhere.
I want to rewatch that now just to see that.
It's a fun film. I really enjoyed it.
Fucking amazing.
It was a very much welcome Marvel film because all we had for a very long time before that was Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Avengers stuff forced onto us for ages. So it was nice to have that refreshing, more upbeat comedy aspect to a superhero film. It was much welcome. The only one since Guardians of the Galaxy really has been Ant-Man.
And soon to be Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
Just in case you don't know who Deadpool is, Wade Wilson, his main ability mainly is he can heal really fast, which stops him from getting injured from blowing up his own head or whatever. Heals back to normal. And also, for people who try and take control of his mind, because he actually had cancer, they try to cure him, and all his cells, including his cancer cells, basically die and regenerate continuously. So he can't get like mind control because they basically instantly die and start regenerating again, that no one can keep control of those cells.
Does that also mean he can't get drunk or high?
Nope. Can't get drunk or get high. He can't get poisoned and stuff like that. But very high level dosages of like tranquilizer, you can knock him out for a bit. I'm really looking forward to it. They did a whole, one trailer at first, which originally there was like a digital one. It's changed into the next first original like trailer they released. And the build up to it, they did a 12-day of Christmas.
Okay.
So
that's exciting.
Every day they release something new. And then on the 12th day of Christmas, the last one, is where they release their new Red Band trailer with a few extra bits in as well, advertising it.
That is a very good idea.
Which you both have seen the trailers.
Yeah, it does look genuinely good fun. I think it's going to be a lot of lols.
It's a superhero movie for adults. As far as I'm aware, it hasn't been rated yet. It was actually, we were talking about this last night, weren't we? I think it will be either a 12A or a 15, depending on what's going to happen. It won't be an 18. There's no way it's going to be an 18.
No.
It has to be some seriously gruesome shit these days to be an 18. Even 15s are like, whoa, holy shit, what's this rated as? And I just check out the ticket or whatever. I'm like, shit, this is a 15. Fucking hell. I'm like...
There have been a lot more relaxed.
I'm in my 20s and this is a 15. This is brutal. But... I think 50. It would be a good 50. It won't be a U.
I don't really care.
That shit's not going to be PG rated.
I don't care what rating it is, as long as it's fucking good. But they did end up having to go through a lot of court as well, because some of the jokes and stuff they were saying, they had to make sure they're not going to get like completely ripped apart, because they're taking mick out of like Ed Sheeran, Shake Away adverts, shitloads of stuff, like quite famous people that's going to rip into, apparently.
They had to lawyer up.
I loved the Halloween one he did.
Yes.
Didn't he steal that
He
suit?
stole the suit. It was just him with some kids.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah.
Who plays it?
Yeah, he wanted it. Well, when he heard about it, he said he just wanted to play it.
Yeah.
And he's got the job, and he did say he just literally stuffed it in his thing and just went home with it. But apparently the suit is that good, it looks as it is on set. Apart from the eyes, of course, is the only bit that messes that bit up. But he went off and they had these little kids just dressed up, and he's like bringing them forward, asking what their powers are, and then telling like, "Oh, you're in the team. No, you're not." And oh, you are. No, you're not. And they're like telling one of the kids like to fuck off, and gives one of them like a knife to hold while swinging them
Because
they
were all dressed as the X-Men,
like Wolverine, shit like that. And he's just got them to assemble and stuff like that, just swearing at the camera, getting all the pictures, and he just went off and just like went to Comic-Con once with it, and he just
That's brilliant. It's Ryan Reynolds, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah, he just fucked off with the suit.
and he actually takes the mick out himself in the trailer playing the Green Lantern.
that film was shit.
Or it was.
Oh my god, that's fucking awful. Everything, every element and aspect to that film was fucking atrocious. All of it. I have not read a comic book in my entire life. That's been stated many times in my review. But that film was so bad. I'm not going to go into detail. But
I haven't seen it.
Don't.
don't.
It's like
I won't.
Fantastic Four. Don't even
I
watch
even
it.
watched the extended version just to see if it would salvage a couple of it. Like it would, answer the questions that I had after seeing the edited version. But no. It just added to the shit pile that was that movie. It scooped more shit onto the shit because it was shit. And anything to do with the Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds in was shit.
He knows it was shit, and that's why he takes the
Yeah.
piss, and I love that for it. And also the one thing I'm looking forward to, which I know they're doing a lot of others, is he's going to be breaking the fourth wall quite a bit. And he does that within the comics. And I fucking love it, some of the shit he
Does
says.
he break the fourth wall in the comics?
Yeah, continuously.
Really?
Yeah. And just in case you don't know what it is, basically breaking the fourth wall is talking to the audience themselves, but without anyone else knowing.
It's
Bit
mainly
like
doing-
House of Cards.
That's done.
Oh, I love House of Cards.
Breaking the fourth wall is mainly done in theatre, isn't it?
It came originally from
Yeah.
theatre because
Yeah.
of 3 physical wall and then the invisible wall to speak to the audience.
Every pantomime breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah, Frank Underwood, isn't it, in House of Cards?
Oh,
Oh, he's so good.
he does it so
Kevin
good.
Spacey. I love House of Cards. Definitely recommend that. I liked it within the first 10 minutes of the first
Not
episode.
even that. I think like the first 10 seconds after the very first
Yeah.
scene.
What kind of Kevin Spacey are we getting in this? Are we getting American Beauty Kevin Spacey? Are we getting
Tougher than that.
Horrible Bosses Kevin Spacey?
He's a southerner, and with
An
his
American
wife.
Southerner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the weird relationship with his wife is odd, isn't it?
Their dynamic is so brilliantly
Yeah.
captured.
They literally are perfect for each other from what I've seen so far. And it's like they're identical as well in that with so many senses,
Yeah.
and it's just...
It gripped me
Oh.
straight away, and I could not stop watching it until I'd seen everything.
I've only done the first 2 episodes.
It gripped you like a rapist would.
It did.
Also in the Deadpool game, he breaks the fourth wall. But they also actually remastered it for the PlayStation 4 as well. So I'm tempted to get it again for the PlayStation 4 because it was just so fucking hilarious. Also in the new trailer as well, they like shown a few other new people who are going to be on the side with Deadpool. They've got Colossus.
He's the big silver dude, right?
Yeah.
The dude who got leveled by that chick.
Oh, in the trailer.
Yeah.
She looked badass.
She's called Angel Dust. And
Of course she is.
her...
That'll be
she-
the name of the drone.
all of a sudden, a rush of adrenaline will go in. And she's fast, stronger, basically the general...
Harder,
Turn
better,
up.
faster.
But for a very short time. So she basically can whack it all out in one go.
And then she gets tired, bless her.
Yeah, and then she's basically down again.
That's like you, Joe.
It's like a coke addict.
And then I said, that's like you, Joe. And then you went, that's like a coke addict.
You gotta play to the standard in this podcast.
Naturally.
I'm really looking forward to is Brenna Hillbrand, who's playing Negasonic Teenage Warhead. She's the one in the trailer where all in black tweeting while Deadpool is just like, oh yeah, just tweet away.
Sounds like a dildo, though, doesn't it?
I want to order the Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
In hot pink.
She's basically
Does that
like...
come in the huge fuck off size?
It comes in super erect fuck off size.
And her abilities, she's telepathy, which we're presuming then she's got telepathic powers as well due to the trailer. She also has precognitive nightmares and premonitions.
Ooh.
And I'm really hoping that you review it. A few people do, actually. I know.
It's kind of put me on the spot there. It's out in February, isn't it? That's when the Oscars are out, and I always do the Barely Breathing Film Awards when the Oscars are out, because
Reasons.
my reviews call it how it is. No one pays me to give a film an award, so it's at least the most pure and uncorrupt film awards that are going to be happening in February.
You'd like to get paid for it, though, if anyone's offering.
I might review it. I don't read comic books, though.
So what? I've got a few you can borrow.
Have people requested for me to review it?
Yeah, a couple.
Maybe. I can't be pressured.
Because I was talking about it, and I mentioned it, and they said that would be actually an awesome review. I think it would go really well.
Go on then, fuck it. Yes, I'll review it for you.
Now we've got to record it.
No.
Contract.
This shit's evident.
This is
No,
fact now.
It's officially unofficial that I'll review Deadpool. I was actually considering reviewing it, and I probably will review it because it would be nice to review a superhero movie that isn't a typical superhero movie. Do you not think that we're being bombarded with superhero movies lately?
Yes.
Yes.
There's so much out.
And crossover ones as well,
Mm.
which I don't enjoy.
But fuck it. I will review Deadpool.
Written in stone.
You've heard it here first. I will be reviewing Deadpool.
Well, aren't we all thrilled about that?
One thing that I do know that has been reviewed is Claire's Happy Meal Toy of the Week.
Yes, finally, the Peanuts Happy Meal toys are here.
Oh, good.
Fuck off, Pookie. You left me bitterly disappointed. The first one...
That was a fucking nightmare, that stuff was.
It was shit. I mean, it did decorate your tree beautifully, I have to say.
It is in the Christmas tree.
Pookie did make a beautiful angel, it has to be said. I have several things for you this week. Well, let me talk about the box first.
She unfolds the box.
It's got all the gang on. We've got everyone there. We've got Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Woodstock, who is my fave, Lux Van Pelt, Peppermint Patty.
Nice.
Even Fifi makes the final box. Fifi doesn't always make the final box. And the first toy that I got was a bipolar Charlie Brown. This guy, his mood swings give me whiplash. Do you wanna hear what they are?
Yeah, I'll hold it up to the mic just in case it doesn't pick it up.
Okay, here we go. So that's the first one. Good grief, he says, if you didn't pick that up. And I can do this.
All I'd ever asked for in a guest, to be honest.
Best guest ever.
Yeah. Maybe it'll just be me and him next week. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, I don't know if this is his gig, like, to fuck with your emotions, because I am already having a roller coaster over here because of this one toy. So another delightful thing that I have for you is I got this from my local Mackey's branch. I don't know if they're all doing this, but my one did, so I stole the whole stand and got frowned upon.
Where the fuck did that come from?
It's a Snoopy headband. I have one for everyone. Actually, I have 12 of these, so I have several for everyone. Yeah, I'll pass that along.
Oh, thank you. I've opened it up and I can immediately see a word search.
Exactly, it's a lot of fun. You can colour in the characters, little word search
Of course,
there.
have more fun with the Peanuts gang on the Happy Studio app.
You know my feels about this app. I didn't even try this time, so I was like, I'm not even
you.
bothering with that shit. Yeah, so put your hats on. It's a Snoopy hat, and it's like a headband thing. They're a little bit tricky to put on, so be supervised by an adult.
I've broken mine.
Oh,
I have a spare.
Oh, you have many spares.
Useless shit.
I know,
broke it
sorry.
already. I did say be accompanied by an adult. It does mess with your hearing a bit though,
Oh, good.
because the Snoopy's ears kind of go.
If only the listener had one of these, our podcast might sound decent.
You never know. So that's fun. Little hat to wear. The other thing that I have from this is a cup. It's got the title of the film on, and then it's like holographic. When you move it, you see two different pictures. Anyway, that's fun. It's got Woodstock and Snoopy on it. My first encounter with this cup was waking up hungover with
Standard.
serious dry mouth. When you're there, like, you're desperately rummaging for any kind of vessel to put water in to just keep you alive. That's what... some kind of like odorous task. Desperately rummaging I was, and I saw this cup like a shining beacon of hope.
Yeah.
I felt like I'd found the Holy Grail. I was so happy, so I filled the bitch up. However, when I put this cup to my thirst quenched lips, I found the rim to be rather displeasing.
Oh, really?
At the time, I didn't give a shit because,
Yeah.
I was in a bad way, and a displeasing rim was last of my worries. But as an everyday cup, which I was hoping this would be, you might want to look further afield.
Can I take a sip from it right now?
Take it right now. Like,
I'll tell you what, you carry on talking about it. I'm going to pour some rum and coke into this.
and find out. You have to experience this for yourself. It's just not nice to drink out of. It's sharp. I don't want to tentatively sip on my beverage with the possibility of it drawing blood. That's not what I want.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable.
Oh, cut the corner of your mouth.
Yeah, no one wants a displeasing rim. I mean, we've all been there before with unpleasant rims. It's just not comfortable to have on your face.
I can't help but laugh.
I've picked up the cup.
Oh.
It's quite on the outside where I grip the cup, it seems quite pleasing. It's not offensive to my fingertips. Or holographic image on the outside, like you said. I can see whereabouts my beverage line is, so I know how long it is before I have to refill again. That's good.
You
So-
literally just have to take a sip. You're really dragging this out unnecessarily.
I put my lips to the cup. Oh.
Right?
No, it...
Like, when you're drinking, it's not so bad, but when you take it away from your mouth again, it's really sharp.
It's like it's got like an inverted...
It's like it's got a lip on it to
Yeah,
purposely fuck with you.
Yeah.
This is not safe for children.
It hurts your top lip, doesn't it?
It does,
like,
it hurts.
there's
Have a
unneeded
go, Scott.
pressure.
Have a, have a go on the cup.
Ooh, 2 guys, 1 cup.
No, there's a different podcast.
That is really not fun.
It's not nice, is it? Yeah, not an everyday cup, which is a shame.
I've also gained a rum and coke.
Bonus. But
Oh, fuck that.
yeah, it's not
It's
nice
just
at
going
all.
to remove your skin off your lips.
Displeasing rim indeed.
Yeah, very displeasing rim. That's all I can
Oh, the third
describe.
go is even worse. Let's see if we can do a few more.
Oh, yeah. His in-depth analysis here.
Yeah, eventually you're going to get blisters, man. That's... Yes, so... What's sorry now?
Give me my fucking drink back. I will finish this in the
In the displeasing cup.
displeasing rim of death. Yes.
Yeah, so if you would like the displeasing rim, along with bipolar Charlie Brown, email us at baileybanter@gmail.com. I will send those to you. I mean, to be fair, you could grow plants in the cup, I guess. That would be fine. But yes, up next is Pokemon and Build-A-Bear.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm
Actually,
looking forward to
the Pokemon are
those.
quite fun.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Build a bear.
We'll also
Build-A-Bear, yeah.
we will also throw in a few free Snoopy hats.
Yeah, you get Snoopy hats as well. I mean, I have plenty. The woman looks so pissed off. when it's like, snatch and grab, y'all. It was fine. But they're all yours. If you want them, do let us know.
Alright then, fuck that shit. I want to talk about Independence Day 2 Resurgence.
I am so looking forward to this.
I showed you the trailer, didn't I?
You did. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I loved the first film. I thought it was amazing.
I love him too. Like, it's so good. Jeff Goldblum in that, he's just so brilliant. Like, I love him in The Fly as well, which is a really old film.
I loved him in Jurassic Park. I thought it was
Yes,
good in
of
Jurassic
course,
Park.
yeah.
Anyway, the longly awaited sequel is coming. It's out in June 2016. We've all seen the trailer. I can't wait. The speech that he gave.
Oh, it was perfect, wasn't it?
I
It was
rewatched
so
the
good.
trailer a few hours ago and it still gave me goosebumps.
Every time. I mean, how many times have we seen Independence Day?
At
That
least
speech
a dozen.
is just brilliant writing.
After watching the trailer, what I can gather is humanity has stolen technology from the alien wreckage, and we've adapted that technology into our own defences, into our own, fighter planes, our own guns, whatever. However, after reading a bit up on it after that, the aliens were able to send a distress signal before they were finally defeated. Their own racers picked up on that, and they're like, shit, they're in trouble, let's go fuck up Earth.
Seems legit.
Yeah, I don't blame them for that, if I'm brutally honest.
Yeah, we're a bunch of twats, aren't we, really?
I like the premise. I think it's a good premise. I think it's perfectly legit.
Adequate.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it makes sense.
Within the realm of
Yeah.
sci-fi, it's not that far-fetched, yeah.
There's a website called, well, I'll just read it out to you, www.warof1996.com. The website acts as a timeline from what happened then to present day.
I was really impressed by it, because we talked about that speech, didn't we? The way that the speech is threaded through it as well. Really enjoyed.
The graphics and animations on it are really good.
You can tell they've put effort into that. Genuine effort, and I enjoy that.
Without trying to go into spoilers too much on it, the website shows what's happened from then until now. Like monuments being rebuilt, like the London Bridge, Big Ben being rebuilt, stuff like that. It also shows the governments uniting under one common goal at defending the planet itself, and it's got the Earth Space Defense Program, which appoints David Levinson, which is obviously Goldblum's character, as the director of all that. Further along the timeline, it shows that some alien survivors have kind of all congregated in the Congo. Weirdly enough, the local government of that area doesn't want ESD, the Earth Space Defense Program, to help them for some reason. I don't even know why that is.
We'll probably see more of this in the film.
Of course, yeah. Maybe it somehow benefits tourism or something.
Possibly, yeah.
If you do watch the trailer, you'll notice that there's an extreme lack of Colonel Steve Hiller, Will Smith's character in it. And
Wait, Will Smith's not going to be in it?
Nope.
Why not?
I'll tell you why he isn't. Because Will Smith is
Dickhead
of the Week. Yes, Will Smith, the dickhead of the week. He won't be in because basically he wanted shitloads of money. And they just said, and quote, he is too expensive.
How much was he asking?
He asked to be paid $50 million for this film.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hell.
Bearing in mind, the entire film has a $200 million budget.
So that's a quarter on just Will Smith.
Yeah.
His ass ain't worth it.
It really annoys me that he asked for that much, because why wouldn't you want to do this sequel?
Yeah, he clearly asked for a ridiculous amount of money because he didn't want to say yes to the project. That is such a shame.
Independence Day, for me, is what put Will Smith on my radar.
I actually think Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, I think Fresh Prince.
That What I Robot.
I But I forgot that film existed.
I Am
know.
Legend was good. I liked him in that.
That was a good film.
Oh, upsetting with the dog.
I know, when the dog snuffed it, yeah. Spoiler alert right there, sods.
Good actor, apart from After Earth, which was shit. But,
Oh, is that with his son?
I mean, he's doing Suicide Squad. He must be getting paid less than 50 million for that.
It's not even that much to make. I think it's around about 50 million for the whole film alone.
Oh, the Suicide Squad budget
Yeah.
was 50 million.
I think it was about 50 million.
Wasn't it 50 million until all these big names jumped on board?
Yeah, because I know for a fact it went over budget.
About 100 million, basically.
Oh, so
I
it
think.
doubled.
Yeah.
Either way, that is a ridiculous amount of money. I'm so disappointed.
This to me feels like a big fuck you to Independence Day fans. Yeah, okay, you're in that luxurious position where you can pick and choose what films that you want to do. But why not, just for once, put the fans before yourself? Everyone wants to see Will Smith in this fucking movie. The directors wanted to see him, the producers wanted to see him, and the other cast wanted to see him. I'm not going to say that Will Smith owes us an Independence Day sequel.
I feel fucking owed. I feel owed. He should be doing it. Every other cast member is doing it. I feel like it's going to really take away from the film that he's not going to be in it.
I don't care for the film, and I don't care.
They'll probably get him filled in somehow, like it'll be his stepson or his son. I imagine he'll grow up to be a pilot of some sort, and he'll practically be the same person. And, they'll fill it in like that. But no, we want Will Smith. Everyone wants Will Smith in this movie. It just really annoys me because he was really good in the first film. Overall, a genuinely good actor, apart from a couple of shit movies that he's done. Really frustrated that he's not doing it.
That leaves me feeling pretty sad.
When you think of Independence Day, you think of Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, and Will Smith.
Yeah, definitely.
One of my favourite Stephen Hiller moments in Independence Day was when they just had that dogfight and they flew down and he walked over to the alien wreckage.
Oh,
He
yes.
punched him in the face. He just sat down and was like, now that's what I call a close encounter. Lit a cigar. It was perfect.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, damn it, yeah.
Oh.
And we're not going to get that sort of stuff in the next movie. And
And if we do,
it won't be the
it's not
same.
going to be the same.
No.
Because we'll all know those lines were intended for Will Smith.
Oh.
How disappointing. Right, so that's Dickhead of the Week, Will Smith. Where does he fit on the chart? Well, I'll go through the chart, shall I?
Once again, yeah.
Once again, go through the chart. If you haven't got it by now.
Well, I haven't got it by now.
To be fair, I've got it in front of me and I don't even know what this is. Alright, starting from the bottom, we've got Flaccid Dick going up, Semi-Flaccid Dick, Erect Dick, Super Erect Dick, Super Throbbing Erect Dick, Cockring, Shooting Blood, Kunami. Where does Will Smith fit on the chart, Scott?
As I said, I don't really care for the films or the trailers, but even I still think that's quite harsh. He should continue. I hate it when people
So you don't like the
carry on.
film? That's basically you telling me that you don't like Pacific Rim.
No. Pacific
It's
Rim's
basically
alright.
the same plot.
Yes, but Pacific Rim does it better and has bigger robots.
Yeah, it does have bigger robots.
I'm seeing that tomorrow.
If you end up hating this film, I don't think
You're going to be heartbroken, aren't you?
I don't think I can have you on this podcast at all.
You've been asking me to watch this film for so long, and now it's finally happening. What if I come back to you and I'm like, shit?
I don't think you will. I honestly don't think you will.
We'll see.
You probably don't know how lucky we are to have a movie like that in this day and age. It's so special.
I will make my own judgments, thank you.
Can you name the last, or the top 5?
Top 5. Super Erect Dick, which is where Universal Studios is. Super Throbbing Erect Dick, which is Oxford English Dictionary, with their shitty word of the fucking year. Cockring, Shooting Blood, which is where Nintendo's at, and the worst being Kunami.
I'll probably go for Super Erect Dick.
Super Erect Dick, joining Oxford English Dictionary.
But of course, with your two views, as you enjoy the film more than I would be probably quite different.
I'd probably put him at Cockring, one above.
Yeah. Will Smith, welcome to the cockring section of the Dickhead of the Week chart. Anyway, do we have any questions this week?
No.
No. Ah, good.
Didn't Vicky want those Mackey's toys?
Nope, she didn't ask
Has
about
she not
it.
sent the address?
Nope, we could just mail them to random people and hope for the best.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. Can I ask a question?
Why not? It's
Someone's
your,
fucking go.
Yeah, someone's got it. Not be me.
It's your internet show.
In front of me, I have a list of things that I'm looking forward to in 2016. Do you want me to just list them off to you?
You can do, and if there's ones that I'm looking forward to, I'll just skip those in there.
Right. In 2016, I'm looking forward to, and not necessarily reviewing. Don't know why I just pointed at the microphone there to say that's my disclaimer. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Batman vs Superman, Captain America Civil War, Deadpool, Rogue One, Warcraft, Suicide Squad, The Forest, Independence Day, Resurgence, the Scream TV series 2,
Yeah,
and
I'm looking forward to that.
Game of Thrones season 6.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to Twin Peaks, obviously.
Obviously.
I want to know whether the Rocky Horror TV adaptation is going to happen and if that is coming out. I'm really looking forward to Joy, which is Jennifer Lawrence.
I actually want to see that.
Yeah, Robert De Niro is going to be in that. I think that's coming out around New Year. And I'm really looking forward to The Danish Girl.
I am.
Yeah.
I really want
think
to
that's
see
going
that.
to be a great film.
I'm looking forward to... It's not even on the list, but I just remembered it. I'm looking forward to The Hateful Eight. Quentin Tarantino
That
directing.
looks fucking
Samuel L.
awesome.
Jackson starring. Favourite film ever. Involves those two people. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's out January 8th in the UK.
That is a good mix.
I've read the synopsis and I've read who's in it. If it doesn't make my best of 2016, I'll be quite surprised. What about you, Scott?
Warcraft and Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah, shit. Forgot about that.
Of course, X-Men and Deadpool. Really looking
You
forward
like
to
Deadpool? I didn't,
Yeah,
I
fucking
didn't know
yeah.
that. Oh.
Suicide Squad, of course, and Captain America Civil War. And of course, Assassin's fucking Creed. Thank God Ubisoft hasn't got anything to do with it.
I'm looking forward to The Crow too.
I've backed that on Kickstarter, you know. That was a joke, by the way.
Yeah, no one wants The Crow
No.
2, ever.
Ghostbusters, which of course I know a lot of people aren't happy about because all the main characters are now women.
I wouldn't be upset if there was a Pacific Rim 2 movie coming out in 2016, Universal Studios. I know you're listening.
Yeah, that's if you want to move off from super erect dick from the Dickhead of the Week chart. Maybe down one to just erect a dick.
Thank you for listening again.
Any questions, email us at barelybanter@gmail.com.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.